Hey guys, this is the first edition of GGN. I am joined here by my friend Crom and by my other friend Big T.
What's up?
Alright, so on this show, I've got a couple segments I want to talk about. So, first, how'd you guys like the NFL draft?
All right. I thought it was fun. This was my first time actually watching an NFL draft. Never ever watched one before. I'd always catch it like on ESPN Sports Center or something like that. It was cool though because we did it like watch party style. We had some awesome foods over at Grimm's house there. Shout out to Flora, cooking some awesome food. Flora, you rock. Um, but it was exciting. I like the big show and how they make it like huge, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
for sure, for sure.
What about you, Big
Oh.
T?
Last year I watched this year I watched like off and on a little bit. Yeah, like it was kind. I liked it a lot.
Now, people are saying the Lions reached on a lot of picks. What's your guys' statement on that?
Um, Honestly, I was surprised at them going for a running back right off the bat. Um, if I'm not mistaken, Lions history, they usually like to go for quarterbacks right away. Quarterback, 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 quarterback. But a lot of us Lions faithful, we always witness we'll get a great quarterback, but a horrible line of scrimmage to protect them. So they always get hurt quick and they flame out fast. So I was thinking that they were going to go for offensive line and some core receivers to just to keep that passing threat alive. And then the defensive route. I thought they would get like some defensive linemen, linebackers, and corners, like to make their defense like terrifying because even though it seemed like we were doing really good, with the Hutch, go Hutch, playing defensive end, we were still like ranked one of the last
Oh, yeah.
defenses in the league, and I was like, what, we are? But we're like competitive, so I thought they would go defensive deep.
Defensive deep?
Yeah.
I also thought that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it did surprise me when they went running back.
Yeah.
And if they did go running back, I was expecting to get the running back from Texas.
Who was that?
Oh. Hold on.
The name I keep thinking of it's the Hooker kid.
That's
So
Hendon
what I
Hooker.
thought too.
No offense, Hooker, if you're watching.
Oh, I wish.
If you're watching, hit us up, man. Give Grim like a whole bunch of likes from your crew, man. Hit him up. We want Grim to have like 5,000 likes in his debut.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe.
So, what about you?
I thought the draft a quarterback too.
Yep. In my opinion, that QB would have won the Heisman and
Yeah.
gotten ticked top 10 in the first round.
What's happening with the golf?
Goff,
They drafted a quarterback.
they did draft a QB, but
What's happening with that golf?
it wouldn't surprise me if Goff re-signed, but at least we've got the future of our team right there.
Yeah.
Because Goff isn't like young. He's not brand new. He's
Goff's
not.
2 years older than Hendon Hooker.
Oh, he is.
Who did we draft for a quarterback?
Hendon Hooker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Although it does seem like Goff, he's got some years to go, but still it seems like he's the seasoned veteran, and with a seasoned veteran, you need a rookie, being his backup because Lions history will have these, like I was saying in the beginning, they have a great quarterback, but that quarterback gets smoked because we're weak on the strong tackle side or the weak on the guard, not enough people blocking, Swiss cheese offense for too long. So
What do you think of bringing back to Matthew Stafford? He was a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But now he's just strands.
yeah,
But he's injured, I think, right? So
yeah,
Yeah, he might.
he might be done for good.
exactly. And I don't know, just that inconsistency
Yeah.
with Goff. I'm sorry, Stafford.
Yeah.
One weekend, oh, Matt Stafford is the quintessential quarterback. Oh, the Lions, look out, they're gonna go far with this guy again. And then the next day, he looks like he's playing intoxicated. It's just ridiculous.
Yep.
Plus one year, they won. Matt Stafford won his first Super Bowl with the Rams. What was it again? Rams.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
time out too.
Yeah,
with the
first
new
time.
team. Come on.
First time out. They could do it with the Lions. What
Yeah.
the heck?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was rooting for him.
I was
And the
too.
Super
I
Bowl.
was too.
I was too, but I wanted the Bengals to win though.
No.
I wanted the Bengals to win, but I wanted Stafford to win too.
To do good, to represent Detroit. And
He's the face of Detroit.
and I say he goes out to the Rams and gets the Super Bowl, but why couldn't he get it with our line? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, the Rams got more weapons, sure,
Yeah.
but still, you have the field general, the quintessential quarterback, Stuart A. Smith. Come on, man.
In my opinion, I think he was the face of Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Little Caesars pizza commercials for crying out
He
loud.
was.
What's your guys' opinion on the Aaron Rodgers trade? Finally getting
Na, na,
done.
na, 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 na. Hey, bye.
I think it's about time that it's
They're done way past time.
It was past due.
Yeah. It's one of those see you later, bye bye. For years, what, 15 years? Something like that. He's been the thorn in the Detroit Lions side. Give the Detroit Lions a fit. It was so hard for us to solve the Aaron Rodgers riddle. I mean, yeah, we're talking him up right now, but I'm happy he's gone. I really am. I'm sure he's going to do well in his twilight years out there with the Jets.
Yeah, but he was up to that.
But one less threat the Lions have to worry about. Hey, I'll take it.
What do you think of Tom Brady retiring? Do you think he's done?
Nope. He's waiting for another paycheck. I'm not convinced yet.
But I
Especially when I
I
heard
think
other
he's
teams
come
were
back.
flirting with him.
I think he's coming back.
He's got a lot of friends down there in Miami. A
because
lot
he
of
has
people he
Tyreek.
made along the way.
Yes, Tyreek.
Yeah.
That's all I know from
Mhm.
Miami.
if
And
Brady does come back and goes to Miami, I'm saying it now. Miami will be a scary team.
well,
I
yeah.
think if he goes back to Miami, I think they're gonna win a Super Bowl.
No,
I
I
wouldn't
don't know if
push
that
I
far,
think that's too far.
but that they are an automatic threat. It's
Yeah,
an automatic threat.
Automatic threat.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, my favorite quarterback of all time was John Elway, Denver Broncos. Okay. But even like in John Elway's twilight years, he was so immobile. It was painful watching John Elway run. Tom Brady, he still seems like he's a lot younger than what John Elway was, but at the retirement side, so he still looks more mobile. I don't know, not more mobile, but he still looks mobile. He's still confident in the pocket. He can still make good decisions, and the respect that he can get from other players. And
Oh,
Big
yeah.
T is getting naked on your podcast.
Whoa!
Hey, I don't want to get them on it.
Yeah, we're
taking
not that
my-
kind of show.
I'm taking my sweatsuit off here.
All right.
Don't hit your
I want to jump into a segment
Sure.
where I want to hear your guys' overrated, underrated, and perfectly rated
Well, what?
NFL teams.
NFL team.
I got this.
Which team?
Oh, you want to go? You want to lead?
Which
You go
team do you think will be underrated this
You
year?
go first.
Underrated? Detroit Lions. I think they're going to be underrated. I think the country finally saw the Lions show up to be competitive. When us Lions faithful, we've been waiting, some of us for 17 years, some of us for 50 years. We've been waiting all our lives for the Lions to be a threat. But we know our Lions and how rough it's been. But the thing is, I think most of America is already, wrote them off too. So they saw them, they're making, it's cute. The Lions, Almost made it to the playoffs. Okay, no, bye bye, kitty kitty. Go back to the
I
Lions.
have to, they had a good run.
Yeah.
They had a good run this year.
Yeah, it was.
But not good enough.
Right. But people fail to realize that this was a glimpse of greatness.
Yep.
It was weird seeing the Lions win. And this looks like the start of a new trend. So, but I don't think people see that yet. So they'll be underrated.
They'll see it when we're winning Super Bowls.
That's right, baby.
Who do you think is the most underrated team this year?
To be honest, I
Mhm.
think the Commanders.
The Commanders.
Washington Commanders.
Hey, I'm not gonna diss that. They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did enough to get people talking about them.
Yeah.
You know, more than just a stupid football name. Come on.
And they had to change it.
Yeah.
With
So-
stupid
No,
stuff.
I don't know if this is gonna get me demonetized, but
Uh-oh.
they should have kept it the Redskins.
That one, I can go either way.
I'll see what it
Either way.
You don't have Clay on YouTube. I don't think we'll get monetized.
Because I'll say this. Sure, Redskins, it was a Native American image. It was an Indian.
Yeah.
However, back in our early 1900s, that was a slander. You know, calling somebody a Redskin, that was the equivalent of calling somebody an N-word. Calling somebody a chink. Somebody the J word.
I don't know.
Jew. You know,
I don't know that one.
I don't know if that one's allowed to say that one on the
I
air.
don't even know that one.
Dude,
But-
you gotta make up your mind. Are you getting naked or dressing up?
You put it back on? What are you doing over
I'm
here?
cold.
No, he took it off,
He took
went
it
over
off.
there, tied it up,
Well, you got
sat
cold
back
out.
down.
It's the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, in our 1900s, our World War II era, there were so many slanders for so many ethnic races, and that was one of them. Those Redskins. So, sticking with the Washington Redskins would be like a New York team calling themselves like the Brooklyn NIGGAS. You know, which kind of actually sounds cool. That sounds dope, but however, the Kansas City Chiefs, that's a little different. So yeah, people use chief as a word for a Native American, but it's high-ranking Native American warrior. It's a chief. You didn't go higher than a chief, so that it's kind of like a compliment. And then my beloved Eastern Eagles, Eastern Michigan University. The year I got there is the year they changed their name from the Hurons. They went from the Hurons to the Eagles. There's nothing wrong with Hurons. That's the name of a tribe. And to my knowledge, the tribe were thankful for it. They were pleased that they held it in honor that a school institution paid homage to their tribe. So keeping the Hurons, I say yay. Chiefs, yay. Redskins on the fence. That's my take.
All right.
Yeah.
What, my most underrated team?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how do we get to that? The name.
I
don't even know how we
the
got there.
Washington Commanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
My most underrated team this year, I think I've got to go with probably one of my most overrated teams last year. I think are going to be the Denver Broncos.
I hope you're right, sir. Denver Broncos is my backup team. Here in Detroit, you'll go crazy if the Lions are your only team you're picking because of year after year of a bad product. We had to have backup teams. Denver Broncos happens to be mine. So he's right. That'd be awesome.
They hired the quarterback whisperer and Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
I think with a little bit of luck
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit of work, the
Because,
Denver Broncos are my most underrated team.
Yeah. Start knowledge. What's my guy's name? Quarterback.
Russell Wilson.
Wilson. He's not hurt. I mean, he had an injury with his fingers or something.
Yeah.
He can come back from that. So he's still got a lot of fuel in the tank. All he needs is weapons
He's got weapons.
and some coaching.
Got young weapons. I think it's coaching problems
Coaching.
there.
Is it? I don't know football like a lot of you guys do. But is it possible for the Lions to meet Broncos in the Super Bowl, or would they meet for some championship?
They would meet in the Super Bowl.
They would meet in the Super
Broncos
Bowl.
are in the
Oh
AFC.
my God. That'd be heaven.
All right. Which team do you think is gonna do
Over?
projected to what they think everyone's gonna do? So this isn't your overrated.
Oh,
This is your team where you think they're gonna be
Right on
good but
predicted.
not great.
good but not great. Man, all the ones that I feel are good, they're legit. They got to where they're at
I have
for
a few
reason.
of them.
What do you got? Go ahead.
The one. Not the overrated one, the other one.
The one that you think is going to do
Yeah,
I
well.
say the Bengals.
They're great, but not that great.
I
Yeah.
say the Bengals.
Bengals.
I agree with
Okay,
the Bengals.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Bengals is good. I got a feeling about those Baltimore Ravens. I keep talking about them in class. I think they're gonna make something. They're gonna make some people sweat a little bit. You know, they've got youth on their side. You know,
This is no hate to Lamar,
yeah.
but he is not a quarterback. Lamar Jackson is a running,
running
back
back who can catch and throw.
who can
Who can
Kind of
throw
throw.
a little bit. Yeah.
If-
Like, go fair. You remember Denard Robinson from Michigan?
Denard Robinson, somewhat.
Quarterback.
Yep.
I think he might actually be going 10 years ago, maybe. I don't know.
I think so.
Sorry, Denard, if you're watching. I would say he's the same thing. They put him at quarterback, but he really wasn't a quarterback. He was just fast. He had good field vision.
Yep.
He can break people's ankles, but when it came to his arm, you know, he couldn't throw the long ball, and he wasn't as accurate as JJ McCarthy. Yeah.
That's up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I wanted the Lions to target next year, but
Next
we got
year.
Hendon Hooker.
Yeah.
So, all right. You said Bengals.
Mm-hmm. I'm going with Ravens.
I'm gonna go with another B team. I'm gonna go with the Bills. They always
Buffalo.
seem to make it to the championship game,
Yeah.
but they can never get it done
Was it?
against either Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes.
Was it last? What did they take out like Bengals this year, last year, whatever? For the,
No, the Bengals beat them last year because everyone was pre-selling tickets between the Chiefs and the Bills, and the Bengals beat the Bills, so they had to resell tickets or
Oh,
re-give them out.
They lost all that money too, probably.
Mm.
What probably like hundreds of dollars.
I don't think the Bills are gonna make the Super Bowl this year,
I don't either.
but I think they're gonna
Okay.
do good.
They're going to
Yeah.
contend once again.
They're gonna contend, but what do they call it? Close but no cigar.
Close but no cigar teams.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. And yeah, they along with there's a few others like the Eagles. You know, the Eagles, they are Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles. The Seahawks, doggone 49ers, Pastor Dean, that's your team. All of these teams are the teams that are there for a reason. I mean, they are
Yep.
threats. They can beat you at any time. But it's weird that the Lions are kind of like that now. The
Yep.
Lions can beat any team out there now on any given Sunday.
It will not surprise me.
Yeah.
All right, most overrated team.
Overrated. I love the kid. You're young. You got some awesome commercials,
I think I'm thinking about the same team.
but I'm going with them Chiefs. I think they're overrated this year. People are getting too used to them,
Yeah.
so they're expecting them to do all this stuff. But everybody gasped when Mahomes got hurt. Yeah, that leg and he was limping. It was like, oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Yeah, Chiefs, what are you gonna do if he does get hurt? I don't see very much backup helping and
There
supporting.
isn't. Mahomes
See,
go down. Chiefs are doing nothing.
game over. Turn the channel. So that's my overrated pick.
All right, I'm gonna go next if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl losers. I'm gonna go the Eagles.
Eagles.
They are my most overrated.
Sorry,
team.
Elijah, that's your team.
I think everyone's putting way too much hype on them.
Mhm.
They go from nothing to something.
Yeah. And who's their quarterback again?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, another young cat. I still don't. I can't name off like two good receivers, two good running backs, DNs, tight ends, corners. I can't name any other big names on the team right off the bat.
So you got Jalen Hurts,
Healthy.
Jason Kelsey. Oh,
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey.
He's the brother to the other Kelsey.
Travis.
Travis.
Right?
Won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Beat him
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Got AJ Brown on the defensive side. You got actually we used to have him. Cornerback
Devontae Adams.
nope, hold on. He's right here in my face. He left because of Matt Patricia.
Oh, the guy got fired. Was it Devontae Adams on the Lions at one point?
No, Devontae Adams was never on the Lions.
I thought he was.
It was not DeAndre Swift. Dude, he's on the top of my head, but I can't understand it.
What's his name?
I'm trying to search, but my search engine.
What's it called? Who?
There was rumors about him coming back to Detroit this year. Man, people know what I'm talking about.
They
got it. All right,
What position did he play?
corner.
Yeah, it's got to be up to you guys. My phone, I'm getting no service.
My phone's cracking.
And that's the phone right there. Can you
That's
search?
fine.
Oh, you need internet?
Yeah, I need the internet.
Okay, that's coming right up.
You probably shouldn't say it on the TV.
Probably not. You're a smart kid.
I'll hand you it so you can just type it up.
Right on.
So yeah, don't mind that. People at home probably know.
Yeah, probably.
Who is your most overrated team this year?
I have to go with him.
Chiefs?
Yeah.
All right. You want to give some reasoning behind it, or just the same thing he said?
I wanna. When he got hurt, I thought it was over for him. When he got hurt in the Super Bowl, I thought it was over for him too.
Yep.
The
But,
country.
but he came
gas.
back. Somehow he came back and won it all. I want to add one thing. That Super Bowl field was. I didn't like that field.
No.
That was. I would. I've had a tier list. That would be at the bottom of the tier list.
That would be at the bottom of my tier list.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
What did you think of that field?
That was at his house.
What did you think of that? What did you think of the field?
For me, my old brain is too far gone. I don't remember what was the.
It was
the deal.
horrible.
It was horrible.
It was real grass.
Okay. So it was like patchy or something.
Yeah, the kid was
Chunks
slipping and
missing.
falling on it.
Okay.
The kicker was broke his ankle.
Oh.
It was like this, like that,
Yeah.
like that. I clicked it.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, and that can lead to an argument that got started today: the domes versus outdoor fields.
Plus, it was in Arizona. It was dry.
Yeah. Because I'm for the domes, man. The domes you can play in any condition. You know.
Like Ford Field, they have a dome, they have a cover.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Exactly. So.
I don't like. In my opinion, I don't like the open cover.
Mhm.
It's like, no, like
Yeah.
like I can't play.
Exactly. And if they don't cancel the game, I don't want to be sitting on the ring watching a game with an umbrella or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to be hot. Oh, what'd you find?
Darius Slay.
Darius Slay.
We call him Big Play Slay.
He's not playing for us anymore.
Oh. All right, so I'm sorry for interrupting. We're getting on the topic of domes or not domes.
Yeah. What do you think, bro?
Domes.
You're a domer?
Unless it's December, then I don't want domes. I love watching a good snow football game.
And that is true. So that I'm with you because just
Yeah,
those
me too.
snow games, man, that's classic football right there.
It
But-
hits different,
Absolutely.
especially in December when you're worried if your team's gonna make it or not.
Right. So, and I also like the downpours. They're kind of fun, exciting watching the teams play. But as soon as there's a lightning strike,
No,
game's over.
Yeah.
if it's a dome, okay, lightning strike, okay, stand by. It closes, game resumes. Same thing with the blizzard, but I think a lot of us enjoyed the blizzard
Yeah.
because what was the game where they're like throwing snowballs down the field? They actually had to tell them to stop, or the team would get penalized or something.
I don't
Can
know
I
that game.
add
Yeah.
something to this?
course.
Just like it was this playoff game was the Cincinnati Bengals was the Buffalo Bills. That was Snowden in that game too.
Was that the game, perhaps?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
during the game.
I want to say it was one of those Eastern City games where
Well, I think
snow is
it was in
pounding.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I think it's
that
Buffalo.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
we've covered overrated teams, underrated teams, teams we think we're gonna do good.
Mm-hmm.
Covered some parts of the draft. What do you think about a kicker being taken in the 3rd round of this draft?
But what too?
The
What?
San Francisco 49ers picked up Michigan's very own Jake Moody.
Moody.
I forgot he got drafted.
Yep.
Well, guys, honestly,
What round?
3rd.
From night 1? Night 2?
Night 2.
I didn't watch that one.
Night 1 is round 1. Night 2 is 2 and 3. Night 3 is 4, 5, 6, and 7.
That's too much fun, man.
the
I didn't watch night 2. I watched wrestling.
kickers, when the team is forced to rely on them, they're the highest scoring player on the team because they're supposed to be clutch.
Yeah.
And we witnessed some kickers like becomes rock stars because they're making them and on a good streak, and then some getting on there making us fans say, "Well, dude, I can go on that football team and miss a kick like that. What the frick?"
I don't mean to interrupt you, but the team like the Niners, they don't need a kicker.
Who did you guys who
Right, because they're an
They're a
offensive
good team.
powerhouse.
Yeah,
Who did you guys
the Niners
Oh,
drafted
yeah.
Jake Moody.
Okay, I'm not the.
And you're right. The Arizona Cardinals. I thought they were really good. But they have a great kicker, but he was underused. I mean, Matt Prater, I believe, are one of our guys from the Lions. So he was so consistent, but the Cardinals had a decent team where they didn't need to rely on him just for like extra points.
Yep.
So it was bound to happen.
In my opinion, he was a good kicker for the Michigan.
From Moody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
All right,
was
let's
good.
talk music now.
Shift the gears in the music.
Shifting the gears. What is your favorite type of music?
Believe it or not, I'm a metalhead, do or die. Metalhead all the way. I was born in a house where music was prevalent. I mean, we had music going all the time. My dad, he's your classic Motown, R&B, funk, soul guy. Okay, typical.
Yeah.
My mom, she was the disco queen, so she always had the disco music going on in the house. I had an Uncle Jimmy. He was my introduction to the classic rock scene. So it's because of him I knew bands like Zeppelin, Sabbath, Floyd, Who, Doors, all that awesome classic rock. Rush, my favorite of the classic rock scene. But as I got, through high school, where Belleville High School, go Tigers, it was really diverse, but still it was racially segregated with music. So if you're a black guy, you're listening to rap, hip hop, R&B only. Latino, you're listening to traditional Latino music. Hindu, same thing. If you're a white guy, it was pretty much accepted that they were listening to everything. So if there was a white guy listening to rap music, it's cute. It's like, oh, the white boy likes rap music. That's awesome, yeah. But in my school, if they found out that I like Metallica or the 3Ds of the 80s, Depeche Mode, Duran Duran, Def Leppard, I get jumped in the parking lot. I get my butt whooped. So I had to keep that secret that the music that I really loved was guitar heavy, synthesizer heavy. So it wasn't until I got to college, Eastern Michigan, where meeting a much diverse friend group and all this music being introduced. I was at Eastern Michigan for Ground Zero, the alternative music scene. So Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, which was my favorite from that movement. Smashing Pumpkins, Weezer, Green Day, that whole alternative movement. I was there on Eastern Michigan's campus, but my music taste was getting heavier, heavier, darker and darker and darker, to the point where I'm the only black guy at Detroit at the State Theater watching Slayer, man, just tearing it up on the mosh pit. So, but I felt at home. I like my music
Yeah.
intense. I like all forms of music, but the more intense the music is, the more I like.
All right. What about yours? What's your favorite type of music?
I kind of like rock music,
Rock.
Okay.
and pop music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to have off and on sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And what about you?
So I'm basically anything. I
Mm-hmm.
love metal. I love rock. I love country.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a hip hop guy or a rap guy. I love blues. Do they call it? Viking music or?
Sure. I don't know. I put Viking music right there with my death metal because there's a band called Amon Amarth.
What is
If I'm
Viking
pronouncing it
music?
right.
Dude, I'll play you some after this.
Sure.
But
And
their voices are deep and it's different.
talking straight up music about talking about Thor, talking about rowing on their longboats, talking about going into battle with their battle axes and stuff. It's straight up Viking stuff.
Yeah.
But with just a heavy edge. For
All right.
sure.
There's really not much we can talk about music, but what's your favorite band experience, like encounter or meet?
Wow.
If you had to choose a favorite.
That's so hard. That is such a hard question because, throughout the 90s and the early 2000s, I was doing it, man. I was going to like 2 concerts a month. So it's like every other weekend. So one weekend I'm at like a goth dance club. Then the next weekend it's a band going to a concert. Next weekend back at the club.
Did you
Next
know
weekend is a
a
concert.
friend?
Yeah, we had a crew. I had a crew.
Not very good.
How many people? How many people?
At the most, I ran like 6 people. Had about 6 people, but our core was our core 4. Core 4. That's Scream 6
I
they
think
call
so.
the core 4. Yeah. They're neck and neck. Okay, I'm gonna give you both because they're
Alright.
so impactful. My first metal concert ever. The Michigan State Fairgrounds, Wayne County. 4 bands. There's a band from New York called Helmet. A band out of Brazil called Sepultura.
All right, I know that.
Yes. A band from Texas called Ministry, and then oh shoot, I think they headlined. It's just the 3: Helmet, Sepultura, Ministry. I think I'm forgetting one. Oh man. But yeah, that concert, like I said, it was my first concert of any type other than choir. Because I'm a choir kid in high school. So it was my first mosh pit, my first crowd surf, my first stage dive. All of that was right there. My first contact buzz, all there at that concert, and just legendary music. The close runner up was the Metal Millennium concert. I think it was the Palace of Auburn Hill. No, Pontiac Silverdome. Back in the year 2000, it was Sevendust, Howling Ted Nugent, Kid Rock, and Metallica. And it took me all night to swim my way up to the front through the crowd to get to. It took me all night to get to see Metallica. And as James Hetfield was on that thrust stage, I was able to reach up, put my hand on his boot, like pop, pop, pop. I was like, yeah. And he reached out and he went, yeah. Epic nights, both of them.
All right, that sounds epic.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've never been to a metal concert.
We must fix that.
Real, nothing to it.
We gotta fix that. I gotta get you guys out there.
I remember one time. Remember that one time in school?
Oh
Say
yeah.
what?
There was a band that came to school.
Oh, school.
Hold on. I can tell you their name. I
I
remember
forgot
a
it
song
already.
name.
First Tool. I was like, wow.
Oh, I'm listening to it.
Yeah, I thought he had said Tool. I think he said school.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
School.
gotcha. Because I seen them live. Three
I forgot the
times.
name.
Three times.
It was awesome.
Metal band?
No, I don't think so.
Country,
They were-
rock,
Kind of like a rock
hip-hop,
thing.
Kind of like
bluegrass, southern rock.
Muddy Water.
Muddy Waters. That's old school.
Didn't they have a song called?
yeah, they did.
I want to say Muddy Waters is like blues, isn't it?
I don't know.
Man, what's their name?
No remember.
I forgot.
Where did they
their-
come?
They went to. They were at.
They were at,
Last year
here?
before.
Yeah.
After the end of the school year.
I was
video.
gonna show you a picture on my phone.
Oh, I have a picture. Let's find it first.
So is that them?
Yeah.
That's the band, that guy right there?
Yeah.
Show it to the,
Yeah.
show it to the crowd.
What's their name though?
At some point in time, to Grimm's viewers out there, if you have any requests or if you know what we're talking about, but we can't come up with a name, like type it in or
Yeah.
text one of us. Let us know. That'd be cool. Let us know you're out there watching.
So we'll find that out eventually. That'll probably be on a later video.
Sure.
All right. Everyone's favorite food.
Oh, heck yeah. Look at
This
that.
I'm gonna ask you. What made you want to join culinary
Oh,
arts
yeah.
school?
Culinary arts, this one.
What tickled your fancy enough to make you want to go out and learn how to cook properly?
Well, I first started when I was a kid. I wanted to be a chef when I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be like right now. I'm trying to learn how to make food.
Mm-hmm.
At least some good food. I can't lie.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Huh?
What do you want to know?
Why'd you want to become it? Yeah, you wanted to be a chef
Well,
when you were a kid, but
I kind of want to start my own restaurant and open one up.
Cook good food and get paid.
Yeah. Well, I'd pay my employees too.
okay. What is your most favorite thing to make? Or the most challenging?
Most challenging one to make? What is so good? I don't know what I made.
I heard that you make a killer cheesesteak hoagie, and I still have not sampled that. I'm ready, man.
I'm gonna say I've sampled it,
Mm-hmm.
and it is thebomb.com.
Hey, the next time we have a show, you should make up a couple of them. We'll sample it. And we'll eat right here for the
All right.
video.
Yeah. I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
Other most challenging I made was like ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy work. I make that at home, and I don't need to go.
Not like
to
not basic ice cream. It was not basic. It was hard to make.
Like, do you do like add-ins and stuff?
Yeah.
Like brownies, cookie dough,
Well, the ice cream I made was strawberry basil.
strawberry basil.
Yeah.
That's fancy ice cream. Yes.
It's actually pretty good. It tastes like basil. Like a small taste of basil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that fancy stuff.
My ice cream, I like it chunky. Chunks of something. No nuts, though. The nuts hurt the teeth. But you put some Oreos in that bad boy, some cookie dough, brownies, or Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm like Whoppers in my ice cream. It's devastating. Yeah.
He's talking about the candy, not the burger.
Oh! Shout out to Burger King. Shout out Burger King. I don't know. Free advertisement. Have it your way. Yes, the Whoppers candy, the malted milk. Yeah,
Like milk chocolate.
yeah,
It's weird.
that crunchy stuff.
Yeah.
Malted
I
something.
don't even know what it is.
I don't know.
It's chocolate covered something.
Yeah, yeah.
What is if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life?
Man,
What would you choose?
dude. All right, you gotta help me out. One thing or one
Like one
type
meal.
of food?
One meal.
One meal, and it's for the rest of my life.
Rest of your life.
Because I can make a different one every day for like a month straight, not having the same thing twice. Pizza.
Pizza.
I'm going pizza. I can go pizza in any way, shape, or form. Breakfast pizza all the way up to traditional. Thin crust, thick crust, deep dish, New York style, Chicago style
Oh.
stuff. Let's go. Man.
In Italy, pizza was actually a soup before it was an actual pizza.
A soup.
Yep.
So they ate this bad boy out of a bowl and a spoon.
What's your favorite topping?
Favorite topping on a pizza?
Yeah.
Sausage,
Yeah, what's your favorite toppings?
bacon, sausage, pepperoni.
Bacon, sausage, pepperoni.
That combination is like a go-to. However, through a certain buddy of mine, I got introduced to a chicken bacon ranch combo, and
Oh, love
that
that.
thing is like crack now. I don't do crack. I don't condone drug use. Sorry. But it's amazingly good. It is so bloody good. I think it's because it's a different. It's from the traditional
Yeah,
red sauce.
I don't know how to explain it,
Yeah.
but it's different, but it's good.
It still hits
Yeah.
really, really good. To the point where I try finding it like in a sandwich, I put it in a sandwich and pasta, oh my God, just that combination.
Yeah.
The smokiness from the chicken, the
Savoriness from the ranch.
ranch, and that hickory if you got the right bacon in it. That combination of flavor is just
And the salty butter.
bomb. With garlic.
Yep.
I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going with pizza.
All right.
And that's what my favorite pizza topping is probably controversial with pineapple.
I can do the
Pineapple.
pineapple. I'm
Pineapple
good.
is-
Pineapple belongs on pizza if you've got ham.
Like a
But if
Hawaiian
you're putting
pizza.
pineapple on ham,
What about Hawaiian
if you're
pizza?
putting Hawaiian pizza's good, but
Yeah.
that's pineapple and ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're putting pineapple on a pepperoni sausage pizza,
Mm-hmm.
get out of here.
Can it be pineapple with ham and bacon?
I would say yes.
Okay. Because to me, I don't know. I dig pineapple. He's right though. The go-to is on the Hawaiian. But bacon is that element that you can put on all the pizzas and just make them smash.
Yep.
Even if someone's getting all funky fancy and they just want a veggie pizza, you
Oh.
sneak some bacon on that veggie pizza, it's all right. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have to go with burgers.
You're doing burgers.
I would go
Well-
with pizza,
Hold up.
but I get heartburn a lot,
Hold up.
and I get
Ah.
bad
Can I
heartburn.
say,
Gotcha.
what about cheeseburger pizza?
That's good too.
That is good. But the tomato sauce,
Yeah.
like the marinara, gives me heartburn. It mixed with the pepperoni stuff, it gives me heartburn. And
yeah.
I don't want to be paying for like Tums or stuff like that.
Tums. Sponsor.
I don't know if you can do that
Oh,
because that's their logo thing.
we'll edit that out.
I can't edit. This,
Hey,
this
oh,
is going straight
Oh,
to
hey,
YouTube.
hey, I know how to edit.
So I'm sending this to you later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sending all this to you. Okay. So I'm going cheeseburgers. I'm going burgers because I can put a lot of stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Go
put.
ahead and talk us through this, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, with
Talk to it.
cheeseburgers,
Mm.
I can put eggs on it, so I have my breakfast there.
Mm.
Lunch, well,
That's
I
the
can
hen
put-
house burger.
Hold up.
Heck yeah, eggs on a burger. That's
You-
the hen house, man.
you've never had eggs on a burger.
Woo! Big T.
I have that. But well, kind of like 20 eggs and not 20 eggs.
I could do them both. I'll
Yeah, I can
put
do
a
them
scoop
both.
of scrambled on there,
Hold up.
or have it. What is it? Over easy,
Over
so
easy.
like the
Sunny-side?
yolk is coming out. Baller.
I
Yeah.
like both. If I can have like an egg sandwich, I would like have like a yolky egg.
Mhm.
Like both.
Yeah. And once again, put bacon on it.
Ooh.
Eggs and bacon on a burger.
That's
Come
like
on.
Bacon on it.
what about sausage?
I put sausage on a burger.
Sausage on a
Sausage,
burger.
egg, and cheese.
That's a breakfast burger right there.
Or
What about sausage, egg, cheese, pasta?
Breakfast
yes,
burger right there.
yes. And how about this? Replace the ground beef patty,
With sausage.
and it's a sausage patty. Ground sausage. Ground. I was gonna do some product placement again, but ground sausage, like in the log. Make your patty from that.
That's
A sausage patty,
Well,
man.
I said this. I don't know if I'll do that. I was making. I'm talking about tacos now. I was talking about
A taco burger. Let's
No,
go.
like- So, because back to my culinary stuff. This Wednesday, me and my group have been making a Mexican burger.
Yeah.
With with an 8-ounce patty burger. There's pico de gallo,
Go.
fried guacamole,
I always gotta do guac. Okay.
and crushed tortilla chips,
Yep. I was gonna do that.
and
DOR.
some some
yada.
sort of
Doritos.
some sort of Mexican cheese.
I'm not
some sort of
doing their.
Mexican cheese. I don't know what it's called.
What
Was they gonna do a tortilla on it, or like a regular hamburger bun? We don't know yet.
So that's what I get to look forward to Wednesday.
Doing a taco burger.
I'll try to make it. It's not my belly.
All right. And I think we can name off brands. We can't just do their jingles
Oh shoot. Okay.
because their jingles are copyrighted,
That's even if
What-
you're
but the
singing.
names are not. So I can say Doritos or.
Crush Doritos on that taco burger, man. Absolutely.
But if Doritos
Dorito
has
dust.
like a slogan or a
It does.
catchphrase, you put.
Yeah.
That'd be weird. Chips have a catchphrase. I don't think they do.
I don't think there is a chip I know of. All right,
I don't go up and have
So
a catchphrase.
burgers.
burgers
Pizza.
for me. Pizza.
What's
for
your
you.
one food that you're eating every day for the rest of your life?
You know,
I'm pretty sure.
you know this?
Is it the tacos?
No.
Oh no. Then no.
Start with a P.
Pizza. You're a pizza man.
Pizza.
Yeah.
My favorite pizza topping.
Okay.
Bacon.
Bake.
Sometimes I get extra cheese,
Okay.
Okay.
pepperoni,
Yep.
Okay.
sausage,
Okay.
Yes.
ham,
Okay.
Sure.
and the crust. I get garlic butter.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with the garlic.
There's a killer combination. It's garlic butter parmesan. You slather that on your crust, man. It is fire. Yes.
I might try that. When I
And
go to pizza, my dad looks at pizza. My dad looks at Hungry Howie's.
You
do
live in
that.
Hudson. Hey,
Yeah.
just tell them you know Big T.
Big T.
Go to Hungry Howie's. Tell them you know Big T.
Yeah.
And also, there's another T. Tie dye.
Tie dye.
Yeah, another guy in our little crew. He works over there at Hungry Howie's. Make sure you hit him up too. Yes, sir.
I thought he worked there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought much. I was like, hey, what's up?
All right. That
Yes,
I
sir.
think reviews the food. All right. I'm doing something that I have not planned.
Okay.
One of you guys, we're gonna call this segment viewer votes.
Viewer votes, huh?
One of you two, picks the topic that we talk about next.
Okay.
So you two can decide who goes.
Age before beauty. You go ahead.
That's a lot.
Pick one.
Let's talk about wrestling.
All right.
That's
What?
on here.
Oh, is it? Oh.
No, wrestling. You said it.
Yeah,
Come on.
wrestling.
All right.
All right. Where are we going in wrestling? What do you want to talk about?
You are basically the host of this segment.
So right now, in WWE, who would you say is the top wrestler right now to pick?
In the WWE?
Yeah. That's not an AL
Man,
promotion.
it makes me wish I haven't taken a hiatus from WWE. Based on what little I've seen, there was a match between the former Best Bros from Great Britain. You had Sheamus and the Celtic Warrior. Oh no, he is the Celtic Warrior. The Claymore.
Drew
Drew
McIntyre.
McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre and Maximum. This
Are you talking
this-
about
this German dude.
the
Gunther?
United
he-
States? Yes,
He came
Gunther.
out of
Gunther?
the NXT. Luther.
Gunther.
Gunther.
It's Gunther.
It used to be Walter. Now it's
Spell
Gunther.
Is it a G or L?
I think it's
Gunther.
Gunther.
Gunter.
Gunter.
Let's say Gunther.
Gunther.
Okay. Those dudes, right now, I would say they're the most athletic because they're not small dudes. They are
Yeah.
not the cruiserweights. They're not the middleweights. They
They're
are
like the
straight up
heavyweights.
heavyweights, but they can fly. They were jumping in and out of the ring over the ropes, out onto the floor, top turnbuckle stuff.
Yeah.
High impact haymakers are landing, and I want to say that triple threat match. It went
WrestleMania?
like 30. Yeah, it went 30 to 45 minutes. It was a
Yeah.
long match.
That
for
was
these
a
big
good
dudes.
match.
Yeah, it was
It
I
was.
awesome.
thought we were gonna have a new champion.
Yeah, and I've seen them injured the least out of the big name WWE guys. I haven't seen him go down with an injury yet. So
Since they
They're-
came to WWE, there was no injury with them.
yeah. So yeah, I'm going with those three big boys.
Alright.
Gunther,
Famous.
McIntyre,
And-
and Sheamus. Yeah.
Oh,
You have a next? No, I'm gonna go next.
I mean, you're the host of this segment.
I'm gonna go next.
All right.
I go last. I've
Um,
watched this too.
man, I haven't
Hmm.
watched wrestling in a little bit.
It's been a minute.
I'm probably gonna have to go with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
McIntyre's my guy.
The Scottish Claymore.
Scottish Claymore. McIntyre. Their WrestleMania match
But it's a
was
classic.
top 3 of that WrestleMania.
I have to go with Lieutenant American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes.
Man,
Cody Rhodes.
he was overhyped from the beginning. I knew he wasn't gonna beat Roman. They overhyped him
Yeah,
way
and
too
people,
much.
it was get some ratings going, and
Yeah.
they're trying to pull his AEW audience too to
Yeah.
get ratings as well.
Because he was the one that made AEW what it is today.
And that's what makes me upset to see him back in WWE. He helped build
Yeah.
AEW for crying out
Yeah,
loud.
He
Just
helped
leave it.
get built from the ground up to where it is to this day. And okay, one other thing. I think I know your answer on this one. Who? It depends on how long you've been watching wrestling for. Who would be the greatest WWE faction of all time?
The Shield.
I'm
I'm
going.
not done yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Who is the greatest faction of people of all time wrestlers?
All
Still in
time.
still in WWE.
That are still
That
in
are
WWE.
still there?
Yeah.
Man,
Does that faction have to be still alive, or just the wrestlers? Are still,
Wrestlers.
The wrestlers are still around.
oh, the wrestlers are still around.
Yeah.
The Shield.
I'm not in WWE.
So I can't do Shield because Dean Ambrose is now John Moxley for AEW.
But you can do anyone.
Then I've got to go
You can do anyone.
either Evolution or DX.
Because you still got Triple H.
Yeah.
Why
But he's not in the ring very
Like,
often, right?
Who like what members of DX?
DX?
Name them.
Triple H, Shawn Michaels, X Pac, Road Dogg.
Badass Billy Gunn,
Nope. He's in AEW.
X-Pac.
Who is?
Billy Gunn.
Yeah, he is with his sons.
Yeah.
He's got
I
two
didn't know
boys
that.
that look just like him.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's in
Yeah.
AEW with his son.
Is he wrestling?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he gets in the ring. Mainly he's there to promote his boys.
Yeah.
But he gets
to
in the
help
ring.
help them get better.
Yeah. He looks fantastic though. He Billy Gunn is still throwing those weights down. He looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to mess with this dude. I almost wish they would make him more of a heel that you're afraid of because he looks freaking scary now.
He is.
He looks
Like,
scary.
if I was watching, I wouldn't think he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because he's like, but he's good. He's like good.
Right. His sons turned heel on him.
Yeah, on him.
So
Yeah.
it's like a Rey Mysterio Dominic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of
Kinda
that?
is.
What do you think of that moment?
Who turned on who first?
His
His
kids.
son.
The kids turned on him.
Yeah, his son's done.
Did WWE turn first? Like father versus son, or did AEW? Who's copying who here?
What do you mean?
Oh gosh.
When did Dominic turn on Ray?
I can't tell.
What do you
Was
mean
that
by
like
that,
a year
though?
ago now?
I think so. I think it was almost.
I think WWE did it first.
Yeah, it was like Clash of Castle, but and then, yeah.
So AEW kind of copied WWE.
What do you mean
by
for the
that?
ratings.
When they had the kids going against their fathers,
The kid turning on the father.
Rey Mysterio's
Dominic
boy.
Mysterio
Oh, yeah.
turning on Rey
Yeah.
I think-
Mysterio.
I thought in my opinion, WrestleMania 39 it should have been Dominic when he that.
There's
Wow.
no way. There's no way.
No.
I don't because this might be rumors,
Mhm.
okay? But what I heard was Dominic and Rey Mysterio's last match was to face the Star at WrestleMania. That's why I thought Dominic was gonna win and have Rey Mysterio retire that night.
Huh.
But I would see why they would put newly Hall of Famer up
Yeah.
over.
Nothing against Dom.
Yeah,
I love
he's a
his
good
heart. He's
But I know this is
all.
also like a storyline, not in real life.
He's there to soak it up. You know, this is his world. But just Rey Mysterio and his talent, his skill set, you just
Yeah.
cannot match him. Rey Mysterio, I want to say, is about my age, maybe a few years younger, but he can still fly. You know, but just his skill set, the way he works the mic. Dom's not there on the mic yet. Just hit the enigma, you know, the showmanship of him.
He's
Just
48.
He's 48,
Yeah.
so I got him on 2 years. Just his look. Dominic, for me to really back him, I think he's gonna have to put on maybe about 10 pounds of muscle. You know,
Yep.
he has got to tone up. Right now and I love him.
And Dominic's
But
only
he's-
26 years old.
He's kind of built like Goldust. You know, Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah,
Dustin. Yeah, they're not cut. You know, they're not physical specimens. You know, and it's
Dustin Rhodes is a lot older.
Oh, sure. But Dominic, I feel with his
Yeah.
age, he should be in the gym more.
yeah.
Like this other guy that WD is pushing. He just beat John Cena.
What's the
Austin Theory. He's a young cat.
Yeah.
He looks great. Good physique. And
Yeah.
that's what they're going off of. He looks good.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
does. But in my opinion,
Yeah.
WrestleMania, at some point down the line, I think him. In my opinion, if this doesn't happen, I'll be surprised. I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
I think Rey Mysterio joining Judgment Day.
Rey Mysterio joining.
Well, I see Dominic trying on Judgment Day to get back with Rey Mysterio and join the LWO.
Oh, the Latino World Order. Are they still doing that?
Yeah,
Who
Rey
showed up?
Mysterio started back up before the Hall of WrestleMania.
So are you saying they did start it up? It's
Yeah.
going right now?
Yeah,
I need to tune in. I was all on board with the LWO because I think that.
so we'll
Correct
start-
me if I'm wrong, but I think Eddie Guerrero was there for that.
Yeah, he
his
started
brother
it. Eddie Guerrero
Chavo.
started it.
They called him Super Mex. Something Hernandez, this big Mexican dude. He was scary. He did this weird whistle thing with his lips, something like that. I think
Both of them good.
K-Dog. You guys remember Conan?
Yeah, it was also one that
K-Dog.
that was
yeah.
that one that just was in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Did you see the Hall of Fame show?
I did.
He inducted
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's time to get back into WWE then.
And one last thing.
What?
So, I forgot.
All right.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. Now we can either go to your segment or we can talk about one of my segments I've got.
Let's talk D&D.
All right. You take the stage with this one.
So, ladies and gentlemen out there in the viewing audience, D&D, in case you don't know, it's not designated driver like some of my older friends called it, but it's Dungeons and Dragons, the most classic, the most famous, the funnest of the RPG games out there. There's a game that I grew up with, mainly played by, the nerd society in grandma's basements and getting a bad rap from the church, calling it's the devil's game. It's the devil's game. It's a game that I always wanted to play, but thanks to several video games out there like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, sorry, Diablo, Baldur's Gate, and then TV shows like Vox Machina, Dragon
I love
Prince,
that show.
good stuff, man.
I'm blind.
And then what's wrong?
What's my phone?
You had to
Uh-huh.
interrupt for that.
I'm I don't know what it's with.
I don't know.
I'll find it later.
Big T's having technical difficulties here, but and then shows like Stranger Things bringing
I love
in
that though.
Dungeons and Dragons out to
Man, I've never watched Stranger Things.
You
I love
got
that
to, man,
show.
you
Wait
got
for the new
to.
season.
So Dungeons and Dragons, it's an RPG role playing game. It's a chance for you to create a fantasy character that you can see yourself being, or making a character that you've always wanted to be. Anything from a big axe wielding barbarian, magic wielding magic wand in a sorcery book wizard,
I told you to say like my character too.
right?
I'm a tiger.
A tiger. Yeah, a druid who can transform into a tiger, communicate with tigers, create a tiger, all the above. It's really lets your imagination run wild. And it gives you a chance to get off of these, get off your phones and video games, get at the table, roll some dice, and just party with your friends, man. Role playing games goes great with snack foods, the whole shot.
And
Pizza.
Yeah.
So the characters I usually like to play are your hack and slash guys. Those are the ones that get into a crowd. They got some big sword or a big axe or a war hammer, and they're just swinging for the fences. Are you good? Are you good? But to be that character requires good dice rolls because you roll a die,
Oh,
a
yeah.
D20, and you add like your strength modifier. And that's what you use to base on if you beat a character or a creature's armor class to see if they hit. I am notoriously for rolling horrible.
Unless you're the monster.
Unless I'm a DM rolling for monsters. Then I am crit king. But because of trying to do all these amazing things, but I just roll dice horribly, I decided to go into more controllers, support. So I'll buff people. I'll give him +2 to his attack, re-roll a power, give everyone HP, which is hit point. That's your life. So I had to go more of that route. So Grim, you've been playing D&D for about a good year and about 3 months solid now. Being a regular at my table. The world turned upside down, and we are now characters that you can be out in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. What type of character would you be? What class and what race?
Man, I gotta stick with my first ever character. I gotta go good old Grim Ben.
Grim Ben.
Actually, where the name comes
That's
from.
right. That's right.
So, yeah, that's where the name comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to be Rock Elemental.
Sure.
I'm a barbarian
Barbarian.
and a half ogre, half human.
Yep.
I'd have to do that.
So I run a homebrew game. That's allowing my players at the table to just ultimately use their imaginations. So I allow people to just come up with just things that were like they're just off the wall, but they're so cool, and you would love to see them in a cartoon or a movie or something. So his character Grim, basically he created Shrek meets the Thing meets Avatar Aang's Toph, the Earthbender, and it's a devastating character on the battlefield. I mean, it is awesome, awesome job.
Should we tell them the exploit, even though there might be D&D watchers out there?
Sure.
All right, there is an exploit using a rock elemental. Well, I don't think anybody else does once per days.
Yeah. Another thing that I created, 3 homebrew powers. It's an at will, a power that you can do all the time, which is decent. It's handy. Nothing OP, overpowered. A once per battle. Something really cool, but you can only pull it off one time during an encounter. And a once per day. That's your OP power. That's your Goku Spirit Bomb. That's your really cool power that takes a lot out of most people to the point where they can only use it once per day. If you try to go ahead and use it again, it starts leading you down the path of getting exhaustion. Levels 1 all the way down to I think 8.
8.
Could
I
be
thought it
wrong.
was 4.
Is it? It's more. There's more
Is it?
levels than that. Yeah.
Man, I gotta re-explain that to Logan.
Okay. But Grim found something. What did you find?
So, rock elementals can't take exhaustion. So, while I'm making these homebrew powers, I've figured out a way to not make it too overpowered. At my level right now, I roll
Level
a
10?
D6.
Level 10?
With that D6, the minimum I can get is a 2. So I was talking to Felix, and he's like, why not just give yourself 1 automatically and then roll? So I can have a max of 2, a minimum of 2, max of 7.
Okay.
So I roll a D6, and that is how many times I am allowed to use my once per day.
Okay.
So it is overpowered, yes, but
with limits.
With limits.
Mhm.
So I'm not just sitting there using it every single time.
Right. Very good. Very responsible player. Because you don't want to be at that table where people are specifically looking for loopholes, trying to cheat the DM, trying to get over off everybody. You want team players. You want people to support each other, especially if you're on co-op at the table, which I do. I only do co-op. So, question to you, Big T. What class would you be? Like a fighter? That's the guy who goes into a pit, hack and slashing, right? A tank. He's a person that can take all sorts of punishment, but also give it out. A ranger. You're on the back. You're on the outskirts, dumping on people from a distance, pop, picking people off, sniping people.
I wouldn't say a ranger.
A ranger, yes. So that's your guy that is on the outskirts, dumping on people while they're all distracted by the tanks down. So with your knowledge of the fantasy realm, what race would you be? Elf, dwarf, halfling? What sort of fantasy creatures that do you know of?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What are the ones who are short? You know any short ones? No. Dwarf?
Yeah.
Heard of that? You've heard of? You might not have heard of a halfling, but have you heard of a hobbit?
I don't think
Isn't that a movie?
Lord of the Rings, boys. So we have a lot of marathoning to do with a lot of movies with these boys.
All right, so we gotta start the
That's
marathon.
one of my love movies.
Creatures that are this small and they got wings. What are they called?
Tinkerbell.
What is she?
Okay.
Fairy. There you go. Fantasy creature. What are the one?
Fairy in D&D.
Absolutely. You can be a fairy. Pixie.
Look at
Sprite.
him.
Yeah.
Man.
My daughter Emerson, one of her first characters, she created a fairy. It was deadly. Yes. What is? Oh my God, Conan. Have you ever heard of Conan?
No.
Oh my God, Arnold Schwarzenegger. No. Big muscle. That's word.
I'll fuck that, man.
How about Shrek? What is Shrek? Big green guy. Yeah. What is he? An ogre. There you go. That's a fantasy creature. Grim is half ogre. Yes, half ogre, half rock elemental. Yes, very cool stuff. Okay. So would you be just a regular human size? Regular human? Would you be like a little guy so you can be hide and like come up behind people and slash kneecaps like Blackadar? Or would you be super big, menacing?
I like a big one.
Big boy.
Yeah.
So probably there's a Goliath. Those are big dudes. Something.
That's what I was
a Goliath.
At his house. I saw like a picture of a tiger. Like what the tiger was.
Was he like?
I have a picture. I think.
Was he like a half human half tiger
You're either thinking of a druid,
or a lycanthrope.
a lycanthrope. What are the shapeshifters?
The doppelganger.
Be a
He can
doppelganger.
shapeshift.
Oh my god, we're fighting a doppelganger right now. I can't even say we're. I'm fighting a doppelganger.
Mm-hmm. But right about now, you guys got it pinned in a hotel room called the Best Eastern in the city of Dundeville, outside of Cabela's. Homebrew Power, you guys
Man,
might be able to figure
maybe if people
out. Oh yeah,
want to
that's
see
a
it,
tiger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if
Absolutely.
people want to see it, I will start recording our D&D session
Ooh.
with the DM's permission.
So yes, down there in the
Comments?
the comment section, if you want us to start videotaping our D&D sessions, let Grim know. Hit him up. Yes, sir.
I will guarantee you one at the end of every Friday of the month. And there might be special videos in between. That will just be random pop-ups, though. I cannot give you the dates for that.
It'd be cool if we can say special guests rolling the dice with us, but we'll work on
We're not that famous. We're
that.
not that famous yet.
Right. But maybe if a Mr. Mitchell, Hudson High School art teacher, might want to dust off his old dice and play with some of us, maybe, perhaps.
You just call out a teacher out.
I called out a teacher. Come on, Mitchie.
Come on, man.
All right. So, yet another topic on the D&D world.
That's good.
All right.
We can hit that another time.
Then, last thing we got on my list is anime.
Woo! Another rabbit hole.
Another rabbit hole. So, you're not a big anime watcher, but have you ever watched any anime?
Not that I recall.
Like, did you watch Pokemon or
Yeah.
Naruto,
Not Pokemon.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z, or the Avatar or the Earthbender thingy?
After all that, this.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. You watch that?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's anime.
Mm-hmm. It's short
If our
for
friend-
Japanese animation.
If our friend Felix was here, he'd be like, "That's little kid anime. That doesn't count." But he's not here. If he was here, we would take a whole hour on this segment alone.
Yeah. Because
So-
he's not here.
Out of those, what are your favorites? Pokemon?
Pokemon, that's good. Ooh, does he have a favorite Pokemon?
Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Mewtwo.
I'd Snorlax.
Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Ah, he's also in my top 5 or top
Mewtwo.
6. Yep. All
Top
of us. He's
5.
popular.
I'm the host. I don't go first. What's your top 5?
Okay. I got a top 6.
Ooh.
Top 6.
Ooh.
Kyogre,
Kyogre's good.
Lugia,
Never heard of him.
Mewtwo,
Awesome.
Machamp,
Awesome.
and Blastoise.
Awesome.
Mega something or other. There's like this really big evolved version of Blastoise where he's got like even bigger water cannons coming out of his shell. The artwork is done different, but yeah, that's my go-to. He's a water power guy. Blue, my favorite color is blue. Yes, sir.
What about you, Big T? Top 5 Pokemons.
So we know we got Mewtwo, one of your Pokemon.
Mewtwo,
Pikachu.
Pikachu,
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
Charizard.
Charizard.
He's got a lot of first generations in there. How many is that?
4.
One more.
One more, Big T. Come on.
I don't remember all the. I have 4.
So he's got his 4.
All right, you've got a top 4.
4.
What about
I'm gonna
you?
go.
Yeah.
You guys remember a Pokemon named Koopa?
No.
Big
Heck no.
purple, had like gold, yellow rings.
Research. Oopa.
Koopa. I think his name is Koopa. I hope it's Koopa. Or I gotta go Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
Machamp's good.
Yes, sir.
Is that the evolved form of Machamp or is Machamp?
And Machoke.
This
Yep.
person?
Yeah,
Let me
that
see. Let me
no,
see.
that person's the smaller one.
So
There's a big
there's a
one.
bigger, more evolved one than that.
Yes. So, got those three. Gyarados.
Gyarados.
Gotta
my
have
nephew's-
Gyarados there.
My nephew, Bubby, he likes
What
Gyarados.
about this one though?
No, there's a bigger one than that.
That's probably second.
It was in the show, so I don't know if there's an actual like Pokemon card or.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My cousin Andrew was watching the show, and I was like, "Who's that fella?" He's like, "That's Hoopa," and I was like, "Well, I'll be darned."
This is I couldn't name it. I looked at one.
Oh, I think it's Rhyhorn or something like that.
Right.
That name was the team.
Tauros.
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 Oh yeah, he's cool.
And then fifth, what's the like water lizard one?
Water lizard.
Yeah.
Is that Brox?
No, it's like a big water snake.
Yeah.
I think it's something like that.
If you guys know it in the let us know down in the comments.
Man, if my
Lapras?
cousin watches this, he's gonna be like, "Dude, his name is this," and I'm gonna be like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
What I'm getting is that, like what I found like novel.
All right,
Yeah,
So
so I wanna
yeah,
say he goes back to
so
season 1 too.
we
Or
went
first
from
generation.
anime to Pokemon. Now we're going back to anime. Sir, what is your favorite anime?
Okay. Well, as you can see, I got some mileage on me. I'm a little bit older than these guys, so my anime appreciation starts all the way back in the 80s, folks.
Definitely a bullet.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. There is a certain anime called G-Force Battle of the Planets, and it was the beginnings of the combinations where it takes 5 people and they all join together and form one thing. So their thing was they had their little vehicles and they formed the Fiery Phoenix. So from there spawned Voltron. Voltron. It's Voltron Lions. People who are watching, they know that there's 2. There's Voltron with the cars and trucks, and there's Voltron with the lions. Voltron Lions. There was these 5 guys. Once again, a blue line, red line, black. Blue, red, yellow, black.
Isn't there pink?
Whole rainbow.
There's a pink one. I can't remember.
I think I remember watching Voltron.
Green. It was
Green.
green.
Form.
form. Arms and legs. Form torso. And I'll form the head. You know, Voltron, baby.
Yeah, wouldn't they always argue on who gets what spot?
No, because each line was specific to the body part. So the green was an arm. He was not a leg. So on and so forth.
So they had Fred Pot.
Yes. So if you were the black lion, you were the torso head. Couldn't change it. And that led into another rabbit hole cartoon. I call them cartoons because it's animation. Animations are cartoons. Felix.
Just
You
Yeah.
have pissed off a whole generation of anime watchers.
If
You're
it is
about to get hit in the comments.
if it is animation, it is a cartoon. But I love cartoons. Gundam Wing. The Gundam saga is I just adore it so much because so many different incarnations of it, generations of it. I want to say Gundam spans from the 80s all the way to maybe the 2010s. There's been a saga for each of those decades. Once again, it's people piloting big robots to combat other big robots or monsters, of that style. Another devastatingly good one, Robotech. These giant aliens from outer space, they're humanoids, but they're like 30 feet tall. And Earth had to come up with technology to combat that. So they took our fighter jets and they made them able to transform into a giant robot so they can fight as well. Awesome. But I never get his name right, but Miyazaki. I can't remember his name if it's right or not. But he doesn't really do series. He does animated features. So Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind, Castle in the Sky, Laputa, Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service. Those are all animated movies, which are just so cool, so awesome, grand scale. But if we have to fast forward to this new generation, I fell in love immediately with this one called Shield Hero. It is awesome. It's right up there. It feeds my Dungeons and Dragons passion. Another one that's really tight, Demon Slayer.
Yep.
That series is fire. One that's really, really freaking new. I think it just started last year. Off the wall, but the animation is just fluid and beautiful, even though it's super gore. Chainsaw Head. That freaking animation is it's on point, guys. And it's straight up. This dude becomes possessed by this demon that gives him a chainsaw head and two chainsaws that come out of his hands.
That's
So-
so scary.
He's headbutting monsters and then hacking them.
That
Yeah.
sounds scary.
Amazing.
I would have
Yeah.
a nightmare about that.
Nightmare from a cartoon. So that's my take on it.
All
I
right.
know you guys, relatively just starting out with the
Yep.
anime. So what about
So-
you guys?
What I would have to go to if I'm going for a funny animation, I'm gonna go Vox Machina.
Vox Machina, fire.
If I'm looking for like a serious fighting anime, I'm gonna go with Shield Hero.
Dope.
If I'm looking for an undead, like spiritual anime,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, yes.
Those are my top three.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm looking to laugh, I'm gonna go obviously that one.
Yep, all of which are tight.
Yep.
And Big T, if you haven't got on board yet, man, you gotta get on this train.
That's right.
Most of these animes are available on most of the streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu. Yes, Hulu has their.
But probably mostly on all three platforms.
It's like every platform
What about
has
Netflix?
a huge library of anime, so you take your pick, and they're gonna have anime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
We got anything else?
Watch more anime, yo. And how about this? The young generation, you guys out there, you under 21-year-olds, it's your turn. Start making anime. Start writing. Start drawing. Get out there.
Man, you guys do this. I'll figure this out, and then I might. So, yep. So,
And eat some pizza.
I might watch the anime after this.
There you go.
all right. Well, I don't got anything else written
All right.
down. Think this does it, boys.
Awesome, man. Well, Grim,
Thanks for having.
thanks for having me on your
Yep, my
your,
pleasure.
your pilot series right here, your pilot
Yep.
show. Right on.
So this is episode 1. If this does good, then I will try to get an episode out sometime
Every week.
Shoot, every week. Man,
Once a week.
I'll try to get it out once a week.
Once a month.
I next time I will be most likely in a different
Location.
You'll be mobile.
location.
That's the best thing about this. You can be mobile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So next time I will be
Let's might be
probably
underwater.
in a different location, or I'll be in the same location but with different people. So yeah, if you have any questions about this series, or if you want me to start a series, give me some ideas down below.
Leave in the comments
And
any
yeah.
ideas.
Ah.